Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Welcome to Chaotic Wrestling. Tonight, we are on thin ice. Are we ready? Then let the chaos begin. Your opening contest is an opening round match in the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Championship Tournament scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one at a total combined weight of 413 pounds. The Mind Eraser Mike Grassa and Iron Rip Bison, the Trauma Factory!
Welcome, everybody! Don't step on any cracks, because we're on thin ice, and it's Friday the 13th. Welcome, everybody! We're on the road to Cold Fury! I'm Pat Matthews, joined by Julian Starr, and what a show we have for you tonight, starting off with the Mind Eraser, Mike Grassa, and Rip Bison, the Trauma Factory.
Things are going to get chaotic for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of Aaron Rourke tonight, and we're also going to see two more tag teams advanced in the tag team tournament. Plus, we have a heavyweight championship match with a Hall of Fame ring as well on the line.
The card is stacked. Don't go anywhere at all throughout the duration of the show.
And their opponents from the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy at a total combined weight of 350 pounds, Anthony Vecchio and Aaron Ortiz, the Shooter Boys.
And as Rich mentioned, this is one of those first round matches in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. Speaking of that, Chase Dalmonte apparently tonight has big news regarding the Tag Team Championship Tournament.
I'm very, very curious as to what that news is, and like the rest of you, I am tuning in closely to figure out what the future of this tournament holds. And right now, what the future holds is the Trauma Factory. The name, I'm sure, speaks for itself. I can see the look of Mike Grassa and Rip Bison in there already jumping the gun.
You know, this is a different side to Mike Grassa and Rip Bison here. I've seen them in Chaotic Wrestling before. Of course, Rip Bison originally trained at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy, had one of his first matches right here at Chaotic Wrestling under the name of Tomahawk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tomahawk?
I know what you're talking about, but Rip Bison doesn't want to talk about that. I tried to bring that up earlier. I said, you look really reminiscent of Tomahawk, and he said, I don't know what you're talking about, and if you say that again, I'll pop you in the mouth. So I dropped the subject.
That's part of the attitude change I was talking about. We did, though, see him a couple of years ago at Breaking Point. He made his return, had a great showing, and as well as Mike Grassa, he's back again. He's made a few appearances over the years here at Chaotic Wrestling.
One at Breaking Point.
Exactly. One just within the past year, I believe.
Now the match has officially started. Bell has wrong. Referee Brendan Paul able to get the match started after the chaotic start from the Trauma Factory, jumping the Shooter Boys.
I was just about to talk about the Shooter Boys a little bit. This is, I think, the first time in a while we've seen them where they weren't Bear and
Bam. Yeah, it was
with Becca.
That was a phase, you know. That was a phase. Kids goes through phases. And the Shooter Boys are young gentlemen who are just trying to find themselves. I don't think following Becca, though she's a great pop artist, was the right move. I think the right move was the path they have set back on, which is taking out the Trauma Factory to try and gain a leg up in the tag team tournament. We do have our tag team champions had to vacate the championships because one half of the Powers of Influence, Jose Zamora, sustained an injury while competing in Puerto Rico. And again, we will always wish a speedy recovery. But now DJ Powers is on his own and having to forge his own path as his partner heals and no longer able to compete in the tag team tournament. The Shooter Boys have a chance to stand atop the mountain. And right now they are taking it to the Trauma Factory, who, as Pat stated, has competed in Chaotic Wrestling before, but has had a lengthy absence, and so they have...
you know, I haven't seen them work together. I understand they've worked together outside of Chaotic Wrestling. This is the first time us as fans here of Chaotic Wrestling are getting to see them work together. And I thought at the beginning they were doing well, but right now the Shooter Boys seem to have the upper hand, though I might have spoken too soon as Rip Bison. Oh, wait a second. Anthony Vecchio rolls through with a pin. Rip Bison kicks out, and a nice enziguri follow-up by Anthony Vecchio to take Rip Bison back down a notch.
And being as young as they are, these guys are graduates of the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, and it has been nothing short of impressive since they've gotten onto the scene of chaotic wrestling and pro wrestling in general. They are really good at keeping the ring cut in half. And excuse me, my mic cut out.
Well, let me fix that for you. Oh, watch out! Look at this! Tag team tandem action from the Trauma Factory as the Mind Eraser goes feet first into Aaron Ortiz. Oh, big spinebuster from Rip Bison. Cover. Again, folks, this match is a first round match in the tournament to crown new tag team champions. The final round of that tournament will take place March 13th at Cold Fury. I mentioned it last show, and I emphasize it now because there are even less tickets available, folks. Get your tickets now. This is not one of those shows you're going to be able to walk up and get in at the door. You're going to need to get your tickets in advance, and I highly encourage you go to chaoticwrestling.com and do that as soon as possible.
Guys, it's the biggest show of the year. If you don't go in person, I mean, what do you have better to do? It's the biggest show of the year. It's not one of those shows that you want to miss and have to wait for next year's lineup. There is a return happening, that being Brian Fury coming back to the ring. We do not know who his opponent is going to be just yet, but he has promised a return.
And while you bring that up, I think that's a great opportunity to get you fans that are tuning in live right now on YouTube and Twitch involved. Who do you think Brian Fury's opponent is going to be at Cold Fury? Let us know right now.
In the comments. We got a tag from Anthony Vecchio. He tries to take a high risk.
Mike Grassa got the ropes and he was able to trip up Vecchio, but Vecchio able to recover.
And that's what I was talking about. These guys are young, but they are crafty. They're able to make, chicken soup from chicken soup. I think that's the saying.
I think it's salad and, we'll talk about that.
All right, we'll talk about sayings later, but what we will talk about is how Anthony Vecchio is doing a very good job on this 2-on-1 situation.
Unless you were just going to say chicken broth. You can make chicken soup, chicken broth.
No. Wow, what a great German suplex from Anthony Vecchio. That's the amateur wrestling background that both the Shooter Boys possess. Anthony Vecchio and Ortiz.
Look at this. Big Olympic slam, but Rip Bison able to break the pinfall cover attempt. They're about to head to the semifinals. Watch out, Aaron Ortiz preventing what looks to be either a pile driver. It looks very much like a power bomb.
Oh my, folding him in half. Now, roughneck style of the Trauma Factory is playing into their favor as they're dismantling the Shooter Boys right now. Just when we thought the momentum was heading in their favor, the Trauma Factory quickly turned that around, and that has to do with the in-ring experience of Rip Bison and Mike Grassa. These guys are no rookies.
Oh!
Wait a minute, what do we got here?
We're gonna go for a Doomsday device, but was not able to connect. And
getting a victory roll without the victory was Anthony Vecchio, but now we're going back to the well one too many times. No counter here. Oh no!
There's the Doomsday device cover. And I thought the Trauma Factory were on their way to the semifinals, but Anthony Vecchio able to kick out at the very last second.
You can see the shock on Mike Grassa's face as they had decapitated Anthony Vecchio, and it was just not enough to put him away. I don't know how he dug deep enough to come out of that, but he was able to do so. Now Rip Bison goes
I have not seen him go to the top before.
Whoa! Funk moonsault.
Watch out! Modified Shining Wizard.
Grassa quickly putting a stop to that momentum. The Trauma Factory is really good at stopping momentum.
Ooh. Very good for the Trauma Factory until Aaron Ortiz slipped out of that.
What we got here is a version of the heart attack into a blockbuster.
Nicely executed, covered. And may move on to the semifinals.
Here are your winners advancing to the semifinal round, the Shooter Boys.
The Shooter Boys with an impressive return that's going to take them to the next round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament that's going to crown new heavyweight champions at Cold Fury.
That is a great stepping stone for the Shooter Boys here in 2026, revisiting Chaotic Wrestling and trying to repave the path that they once had, trying to gain access to the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Championships. I've always been a fan of theirs, and so I really hope that they can get to the top and capture those titles.
Absolutely. And now the Shooter Boys, they're going to either face the Vegan Society, who have already qualified for the semifinals, or I don't know who the next two pairs of teams are. Maybe that's what Chase Del Monte has in store for his announcement here.
It's gotta be perfect Valentine's Day. It's gotta be perfect for like chocolates, roses, big balloon. Look at you.
Oh my God, I love it!
Yeah, for you.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so
Keep some, bud.
fluffy.
Come on. Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's go talk strategy about the match. Are you ready? Let's go get ready.
What the heck? It was me. I bought this. You know what? These are half mine. So I'm taking half of these. Excuse me? Well, I didn't quite.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the new Chaotic Wrestling Panoptic Champion. She is relentless, Shannon LaVangie.
Let's not overlook a feat such as this. What a storybook, man. Having a knee injury that takes you out for over a year. Having to relinquish gold that you already had around your waist that you had earned. And then coming back from all that adversity to then once again obtain a championship, being the Panoptic champion, taking out Calvin Dumont.
What a battle that was in Malden, Massachusetts just a couple weeks ago. Go ahead and check that out in our archives at
Very good match.
on YouTube. And right now we know Shannon's putting the title on the line. It wasn't announced who her opponent is. I'm very curious to find out.
I kind of like when these setups, I kind of like when it's a little unknown and we don't know who's going to come out, because literally could be anyone. It could even be Shannon LaVangie.
You know what's crazy is almost 2 years ago at this time, I was standing in this very ring, in this very building, as your new Chaotic Wrestling New England champion. Unfortunately, that same night, I was forced to relinquish that title due to injury. But now, fast forward 2 years, I'm standing in the same ring, in the same building, this time as your new Chaotic Wrestling Panoptic champion. And this time around, this title's not going anywhere. I came here tonight ready for a fight. The only problem is I don't have an opponent. So here's what we're gonna do. I know there's a lot of hungry roster members back there who want a shot at some gold. So right here, right now, I'm officially laying out the Panoptic Open Challenge.
The Panoptic Open Challenge?
Whoever wants a piece of my title, come get it.
All right. It's like a Royal Rumble. I can't wait to see what happens. Hey!
It's the Big Cheese.
I said the Big Cheese, and where did all his hair go?
I don't know.
It's all right. That's okay. I'm just happy that he's here. He must be cold. It's that Italian blood can't handle it.
Yeah, you know, this is a bad time of year to cut your hair. But nonetheless, the Big Cheese back here at Chaotic Wrestling. It's been at least 6 months, and that goatee, this is a complete new look.
He does, absolutely. He's very, very suave looking, and I like it. Mr. Big Cheese.
The crowd's loving it.
Big Cheese, welcome back. You know, based on that reaction, I don't think I even need to ask, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Who here wants to see Shannon Levangie versus the Big Cheese?
I think we were all in favor of that. What's going on here? Who's crashing our party? The Big Cheese returned. I was very happy. I thought about ordering some mozzarella sticks. Great song. This is a great song. This is a good song. Oh, wait a minute.
That's Jariel Rivera.
I remember that guy. He's a bodybuilder, right? He also...
He's a former tag team champion.
He is, and he was one member of the GGC who is now disbanded. He seems to be doing okay, I think. I think his head's still...
Cut it.
Head's still up his butt. Chomping that gum like a goat.
Behold! You're now in the presence of Jariel Rivera. And I heard something about a open challenge. Ooh. I know a man who needs some beautiful gold on these big, beautiful shoulders. So consider your challenge accepted.
Well, Jariel Rivera out here to accept the challenge too. And Godric looks to have made his way out here.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't think you understand. Nobody wants you out here. Dumb and dumber.
I don't think Jariel realized.
You know what? As a fighting champion, I'm willing to take on all 3 of you boys.
Wow.
Godric
So, let's get a ref out here and have ourselves a fatal 4-way for the Panoptic Championship.
Wow, a fatal 4-way impromptu right here for the Panoptic Challenge. And Godric just followed Jariel Rivera. As you mentioned, Jariel, I don't think knew Godric was even in the building tonight.
I don't think Godric knows what day it is.
Godric, we saw him a couple weeks ago in Malden do the same kind of thing with Milo Mirror before his title defense for the New England Championship, where he almost cost Milo Mirror the match.
Absolutely, and Milo, rightfully so. I mean, I guess he threw out, Godric and told him that he doesn't need him around, and I think a very similar situation is happening. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, yeah, see, Jariel Rivera knows what's going on. I just don't think Godric does, poor guy. He's still stuck on the juice, on the GGC juice.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think so.
The sludge?
Yeah, the sludge. That's the perfect...
Oh!
A Samoan drop, or maybe I should say an Italian drop. Whoa! Jariel Rivera shoving Shannon Levangie to the Big Cheese. Now what's he doing? He's got her over his shoulder, and she slips down.
Whoa, good sidestep from Shannon Levangie, sending Jariel out, but then Godric trying to take advantage.
Whoa, what an elbow from Shannon to Godric, but Jariel catching Shannon off guard. The guillotine, and Godric just hit Jariel Rivera.
Whoa!
Both men on the outside. Shannon going headfirst through the second and third ropes. Top, middle, top. No, it's all good. We're here. We're having fun here.
Through the middle.
On thin ice.
You're on thin ice, pal.
We're not falling through tonight.
Big Cheese taking advantage, getting rid of the champion. And this is one of those matches, ladies and gentlemen, where the champion does not have to be pinned. It is a very, very brave move on the part of Shannon Levangie for one of her first title defenses to be a fatal four-way against 4 competitors. One of them being a former Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Champion, that being Jariel Rivera, and being able to put this on the line against all 3 of these individuals. And again, doesn't have to be pinned. So if the Big Cheese pins Godric right now, she loses her championship.
Terrible way to lose your championship on your first title offense. But I don't think she's gonna let it happen. Knowing Shannon Levangie, she goes full throttle on everything she does. She is absolutely relentless.
She has no quit in her, and that shows why she is our Panoptic champion. As she stated, that injury taking her out. Most people don't necessarily come back from those injuries, and she was able to do so and then some.
Big belly-to-back takedown from Jariel Rivera. Now he's got her up for a power bomb.
Big power bomb, but goes into a Hurricane Rana.
Joe.
Oh, good face wash boot right there from Shannon. Snap there. Jariel waiting on dazed feet, sending down to the ground with a drop kick. What the heck?
Godric's, does he think it's a tag match?
Godric thinks this is a tag match.
Not Godric.
Yeah, Godric, I think
you got a championship on the line here.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you guys can see for your own eyes. That was holy jeez!
Big Cheese with some big offense.
You can see what the GGC sludge and mind control did to people. You can see that it completely warped your mind to the point where you think it's a tag match when you're in a Fatal 4-Way. You don't even know what day it is, and you still think a movement that has died almost 6 months ago is still alive.
Watch out. Godric almost got himself a Panoptic championship. Jariel Rivera stopping it.
Oh, no.
This is first pinfall takes the victory. Big body slam there from the Big Cheese. Shannon Levangie, but Jariel Rivera quickly gets in the ring to take the Big Cheese down. And Godric back in, trying to do more tag team work with Jariel Rivera. Jariel's agreeing, which I can't argue. I mean, why not? But I think that tag team alliance in this matchup just ended.
It's a one-sided alliance. Oh, my. Very impressive move there from Jariel Rivera. I've never seen that before. And we got a big meteor off top rope from our Panoptic champion.
Watch out.
Big flying forearm into the corner to the Loof Godric.
Was the fake there from Shannon Levangie. She's going up.
Oh, good round-off splash.
Here is your winner and still Chaotic Wrestling Panoptic Champion, Shannon Levangie.
Shannon Levangie successful in her first title offense, a fatal four-way match. She's getting closer to walking into Cold Fury with the championship around her waist. What a fatal four-way that was.
What an impressive feat to be able to put your championship on the line in a fatal four-way and still come out on top.
Absolutely. It's good to see the Big Cheese back. Godric still has some figuring out to do with the dissension of the GGC finally ending. And
understatement.
A lot more to come here tonight, though, folks. Don't go anywhere. Let's send it back to Rich Palladino. He's going to take us into our next match.
How we doing, Tewksbury? My man Steve's back there. We've got concessions. We got nachos, dogs, popcorn, candy, all kinds of good treats right over there. Make sure you see Steve. And over here, we have a full bar, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you tip your food and bar staffs accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest is an opening round match in the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Championship Tournament, scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from House Monarchy, accompanied to the ring by King BMT, Prince Jamari, and Queen Ariel, the Monarchy.
And this is the next first round match. We'll find out who the next tag team in the semifinals is. The Monarchy in action here tonight. We see Queen Ariel and Prince Jamari alongside the injured King BMT. We're not listening to the Monarchy's music. They're coming out here tonight. This is Jam Jam's music. Prince Jamari's.
Well, that was a prize or gift, so to speak, that our Queen Ariel had given to, Prince Jamari as a, kind of like a boost, and I think it's worked.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 367 pounds, Patrick Wheatman and Cash Money McGinnis. They are the breadwinners.
I'm going to call it right now. This is going to be my favorite tag team of 2026.
All right.
Big fan of Patrick Wheatman. He's just a go-with-the-flow kind of guy. And despite my differences with Cash McGinnis, he's an entertaining son of a gun.
I think they got glitter bombs in the back, but nonetheless, I'm excited for this too. I'm excited for this because when they came into Chaotic Wrestling just about a year ago in the Chaotic Countdown, they were very close to each other. And they didn't have any tag team action as far as I remember in Chaotic Wrestling. And so I'm excited to see how they do in wrestling action.
Well, here's the deal. I think they are actual friends.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're actual friends. I'm pretty sure they hang out on an everyday basis, and which is a little bizarre when you realize Patrick Wheatman might be the nicest guy, very respectable guy. Cash McGinnis, typical teenage kid, or you would think was like a teenage kid where has his head up his rear. But this is fantastic. Look at those pants.
The Sparkle Squad.
I don't know, I think the Breadwinners is a great name too. It's just everything about them. So
Maybe
it's great.
They should. The Breadwinners.
Yeah.
Because his name is Wheatman. I get it now.
Right. Wheatman and Cash. Bread is Cash.
I thought bread was because he's made from wheat.
No. Bread is also wheat, but also cash.
Together.
It's a double meaning.
Okay. So they're not just bread because they're winners. They are the breadwinners, Julian.
There you go.
I love this.
I like to watch the smoke come off your head.
It takes a while sometimes, but when it gets there, I appreciate it.
It's got the Band-Aid under the eye, just like Left Eye.
What?
Left Eye.
Who's Left Eye?
Yikes. Ladies and gentlemen, please educate Pat Matthews on who Left Eye is in the chat, please.
Okay. This is Right Eye's brother? Am I right?
No.
That'd be cool.
Just know, Pat, that when we're doing this, I only choose you because I don't want no scrubs.
TLC?
Gotta creep. Creep.
Got it. Where's the tape under her? Didn't say which one. You gotta correct me there. Thanks.
Get you.
I was trying to show that.
Let's focus here. We got a headlock going on from Prince Jamari.
Education.
Big shoulder tackle to Patrick Wheatman there. We're going to see some classic wrestling. Good counter for counter with a leapfrog from Wheatman. Now we got a belly-to-belly waist lock here. You can see that Patrick Wheatman strong struggling to get out of there, but able to break the hold and hit his patented Weidman pose. They're just having a good time, you know. Prince Jamari enjoys it, he enjoys the competition, but I think the focus is being lost here. And Queen Ariel is trying to refocus them.
Boy, does her hair look good.
It does look great. She's a beautiful woman. Don't let BMT hear that. I don't know if you saw the Valentine's Day stuff earlier, but BMT was not too excited about it.
BMT was the one that set this Valentine's Day gift shop.
Was it? I thought it was Prince Jamari.
No, that's what we're credit for.
I thought it was Prince Jamari. Is that a real $100 bill?
Yep.
Those are in circulation now?
That's what they've been paying me. Ellie back. Suplex attempt by Cash McGinnis at Queen Ariel with a nice side headlock. And now Cash McGinnis reversing into a side headlock of his own, but not for long, as here's Queen Ariel once again.
Cash McGinnis doesn't realize the talent and education he's going to get just from being in the ring with Queen Ariel. She's no stranger to the squared circle. She has wrestled some of the best of them, notably Nikki Rocks. Had a great feud in the New England area, and those two hit hard. And so Cash, if he continues to turn his back to her, is going to feel what I'm talking about.
Trying to taunt Queen Ariel there, but met with a boot to the midsection. Look at this, Queen Ariel with a roll-up. By Cash McGinnis. And she caught the arm, delivered a big right hand. Here's a nice package, small package, excuse me.
Good kick. Right into a big old suplex. You see, I want to comment on how that suplex was done. She twisted her hips, bringing Cash McGinnis closer to her side of the ring, cutting the ring off, and that's the veteran-like mindset of Queen Ariel.
I think she most certainly has more years combined than every other competitor, including the referee in the ring.
That is absolutely true. Still a very young lady, but very educated in the ring.
I'm trying to bury me here.
No. I'm trying to make a point.
Look at this.
Good arm drag. This has been a very back and forth from the Monarchy and the Breadwinners here. This is literally anybody's match at this point. Now cutting off the ring is Cash McGinnis, tagging in Wheatman. Patrick Wheatman coming in right now.
This. Nicely done.
Good splash into the corner.
Watch out.
Big power slam, just like the British Bulldog.
Kick out though. Prince Jamari still in this thing. Queen Ariel is desperate to make a tag. Flex attempt. Oh. Prince Jamari slips out. Going for an O'Connor roll. Weaving kicks out. Big drop kick from Prince Jamari.
Right into the smush.
And he may not need to make a tag. He's full of energy all of a sudden.
He absolutely is. And I think they're angry with each other right now. Patrick Weidman had said, that hurt. Oh my. These guys are throwing now. They went from wrestling to fighting here. Oh my, oh, come on.
And look at this. BMT, King of BMT, I should say, getting involved, pulling the rope down as Wheatman was hitting, and Wheatman is now on the outside of the ring thanks to that.
You could see this match was very 50-50, both teams going back and forth. No one could get a leg up on one another, so BMT, being another veteran of the game, seeing that, sensing that, and trying to give his team a leg up by pulling down the rope and sending Patrick Wheatman to the outside. Nobody a fan of that. I'd rather watch these two jock for position for 20 minutes than to watch someone take the easy way out.
Nice punch to the gut.
Either way, Prince Jamari is going to take advantage of the cards he was dealt. Now tagging in Queen Ariel.
Now the real desperation kicks in, and this time it's for Cash McGinnis and Patrick Wheatman, because after that involvement from King BMT, Patrick Wheatman is definitely at a worse for wear. And Cash McGinnis getting the crowd here involved to try and motivate Wheatman. Wheatman? Wheatman.
Mike's cutting out too. We got Cash McGinnis in, we got the fresh man, and Cash is trying to goat them. I assume trying to split the numbers here, and that's what you want to do in a tag match, and now he's able to take out Queen Ariel, and now it's just a one-on-one situation. Big sidekick here.
Uh-oh, went for a big clothesline, springboard, stunner, nailed it! Look at McGinnis go.
Big German right onto his neck. Ariel sends Cash McGinnis onto his neck. That was impressive.
Landed right on his neck. You're 100% right. It's definitely hurting right now. He's favoring it immensely.
Oh, no, sending Patrick Wheatman to the outside as he tried to come to the aid of his tag partner. Oh,
that's
my.
not going to help the neck.
What a Band-Aid. Trying to go for a fisherman buster, but it looks like BMT just fell out of his chair.
I didn't catch that.
I don't know. He might have tweaked his knee trying to stand up.
What? And now Ariel, who was about to finish this off with a fisherman's buster.
That is her king.
Hold on a second. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation.
Oh, my. We're going to see the breadwinners win. Oh! Their first victory as a tag team!
Here are your winners advancing to the semi-final round, the Breadwinners!
The Breadwinners getting it done, as you said, their first tag team matchup in this tournament are going to the semifinals. They can go on to Cold Fury and become tag team champions.
That's unbelievable. The sky is the limit for the Breadwinners. I know Patrick Wheatman, when he was a singles competitor starting off in 2026, it was not the same result as 2025. But man, this is a quick turnaround for both Cash McGinnis and Patrick Wheatman. They have a bright future, as bright as those pants.
I gotta check the tapes. I gotta figure out what's going on with BMT. He hurt himself again?
I don't know.
It cost them the match, in my opinion. Queen Ariel was about to put them away, but again, we're gonna have to check the tapes on that. Folks, don't go anywhere. More action to come. Let's send it back to Rich Palladino.
They're just gonna leave him behind?
Well, I guess the injury to King BMT is serious.
Or is it?
I love you more. Thank you so much. Before our next match, a very happy 25th birthday to Cassidy. Where's Cassidy? Happy 25th. Little birdie told me it was your birthday. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm glad you could celebrate with us here at Chaotic Wrestling. 2 weeks from tonight, we return to Watertown, Massachusetts as Chaotic Wrestling proudly presents Seeing Red. And then on Thursday, March 5th, leave the kids at home because Chaotic After Dark takes place on Thursday night, March 5th at the Huntington Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. 8 days later, it's the big one, Cold Fury. from the Lowell Collegiate Charter School, and I'm here to tell you that the next inductee into the Chaotic Wrestling Hall of Fame will be referee Mike Crockett. All that and so much more coming up at...
I need a second. I need a second. Hold up. Hold up.
That's
not Crockett. That's Mortar.
He was suspended.
Wait. Just give me a minute. Listen.
He's not supposed to be here, ladies and gentlemen.
Jaleesa, I know you're back there. You haven't talked to me in over 2 weeks. Can you just do me a favor and come out here and let me apologize to you?
He hit Jaleesa, his fiance, 2 weeks ago.
Sending her on her derriere.
Jaleesa, come on. I know you're back there.
I mean, it wasn't intentional, but he was in a rage.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? You haven't answered any of my text messages. You haven't answered any of my phone calls. I haven't even been in my own house for the past 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push you, and you know that I would never do anything like that to you. Please accept my apology. I really am. I'm sorry, Jaleesa.
Honestly, the old Mortar wouldn't have ever done that.
The old Mortar wouldn't have
Can I
had
come
to
home
apologize.
tonight? Okay. Thank you. Hold up. Thank you. Let's be real for a second. Because the real problem here is Brian Fury.
Ooh, that's a whole other story.
I'm gonna keep this short and simple. Brian, you've been searching for your opponent. I don't need you to look any further. At Cold Fury, the only person that you should be wrestling is the best goddamn thing this company has going for it. So Brian, let's put pen to paper. I'll see you in Watertown.
We saw at the end of our Malden show just a couple weeks ago the standoff between these two. We had to get security out here to break it up. They were going back and forth. Mortar, again, as Julian mentioned, technically is suspended tonight, as is Brian Fury. But a challenge has been made. He wants to be Brian Fury's opponent. Will we get Brian Fury versus Mortar?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Chaotic Wrestling New England Championship.
Not a single person came out to stop Mortar. I can't imagine where Chase Del Monte is at this moment, but I know he would be beside himself if Mortar was able to jump the guardrail, get into the center of that ring.
Introducing first the challenger from Sparkle City, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is Evil K, the dime piece, Aaron Rourke.
Needless to say, like you said, Pat, we now have a challenge laid out, and I wonder if Brian Fury is going to answer the call. Is he going to take up the challenge of Mortar? Are we going to see Brian Fury versus Mortar at Cold Fury? That question will be answered, I guess, in Watertown.
And we only have one stop left, folks, on the way to Cold Fury. But right now we have our New England Championship on the line. Milo Mir is defending against this man, the returning Aaron Rourke. Welcome back, Aaron.
Aaron Rourke, a WWID star, heavily featured on Evolve, which you can watch on Tubi.
We have not seen Aaron Rourke compete here in Chaotic Wrestling since May of 2025. So we're about 8 months out since we've seen him here in Chaotic Wrestling.
Well, I'm very happy to have him back. I always love watching Aaron Rourke, great competitor. But he has a great competitor that he has to combat.
And his opponent from Medford, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the current, reigning, and defending Chaotic Wrestling New England Champion, the man with the P-O-G-O, Milo Mira.
December. But look at our new champion just over a couple of months ago at Holiday Hijack. Milo Mira beat Art Tarus to become our New England champion. And he had a successful title defense just a couple weeks ago. And tonight, he's going to have to do it again if he wants to bring that title to Cold Fury. He's going up against a former heavyweight champion in Aaron Rourke. December.
It's all right. Don't Google it, ladies and gentlemen. Just believe what we tell you. And right now, what we're telling you is this is going to be one for the ages. Both of them have very similar styles, but the slight difference is Milo Mira has this pogo-like offense. Everything has some sort of bounce or jump to it. Very exciting to see. And you're going to, I'm wondering how Aaron Rourke is going to combat it. And I think it's going to be with the mind games of Evil Gay.
And while 2 months doesn't seem like a long time for Aaron Rourke to be away, he's been doing it all. Like you mentioned, he's the WWE ID prospect. You see him on WWE's Evolve, which is available on Tubi. Of course, we all know that former Chaotic Wrestling superstar, former Chaotic Wrestling champion Ricky Smokes, former WWE ID prospect. He's now a member of the WWE NXT roster. It's part of the Vanity Project.
Absolutely, and we wish him the best of luck. I know he's going to absolutely kill it.
Fireman's carry from Aaron Rourke. Milo Mira out.
We got counter for counter going on right now. It's like each other, they've studied each other very well.
Yep. Look at that.
That was a close one. We got I think they're counting spanks here. Oh, see, Aaron Rourke enjoys them. It's almost like he goaded him into it. Again, this is the mind games.
Oh, hold on a second. He grabbed his arm. Oh, he grabbed the other one. Who would have thought he learned by the first one?
And Aaron Rourke not happy. Look at that pogo-like offense, like I was saying, jumping off the bottom rope into an arm drag. And then there's a pass by Aaron Rourke, but followed up with a boot is Milo. And then we go again, another beautiful arm drag using the bottom rope. Similar to a pogo, but another arm drag not.
Ducks the line, and the drop kick was evaded. Milo Mira, you know he gets his height, and Aaron Rourke wasn't going to let him nail that drop kick.
They have each other's numbers here. The counter for counter is very impressive. Just means that they know each other's moves. They're 2 steps ahead of each other. Oh! Belly to back suplex, though. Look at that.
Another springboard. He's bouncing all over the place. It's the POGO, Milo Mira.
Very, very impressive, and the fans getting behind both competitors. It's hard to pick a favorite because they're both very likable.
Milo Mira seems to ask for some support here. You know that means he's going to do something impressive.
Can we just say that Milo Mira has not had an easy title defense opponent since starting this journey?
Explain.
Well, he had Art Tarus to start.
Well, that's where you want it.
Then he had to defend it again.
Against Art Tarus.
Yeah.
That's right. Duh.
Now he's got Aaron Rourke.
And then don't forget last show. You remember that.
I do.
Gaja got involved, almost cost him the match.
He absolutely did.
Tyree Taylor.
Yep.
Yep. Big Shining Wizard.
Big drop kick to the chest of Milo Mira and Aaron Rourke right now.
My monitor went
relishing. And now he's taunting Milo Mira. I've not seen that behavior out of Aaron Rourke in some time. He's usually a pretty humble individual, but maybe things have changed. Maybe 2026 wasn't too kind to him. Now he's licking his chest. so he could make it nice and wet with a chop to the chest.
What a chop. What a chop.
It was a great knife edge chop. Oh, man, follow-up chop here, and this is what I mean. Tit for tat is Milo Mira gets Aaron Rourke. Now he's choking him? Again, these are behaviors you do not typically see in Aaron Rourke, but maybe he has a different approach to his career this year in 2026. Maybe he's looking to bend the rules a little bit. Playing by the rules may have not been so kind to him. Maybe it's the New England title on the line being one of those things where he's willing to go the extra mile to try and gain championship gold once again. Counter punch there, another counter punch there, blocked.
This is a huge opportunity for Aaron Rourke. If he wins this and becomes New England champion, he's going to be a Triple Crown champion, having been a Panoptic champion and heavyweight champion in wrestling.
I can see that makes a lot of sense now why he would take the extra mile, do things like choking, fighting in the ropes as you see right here. These are things Aaron Rourke typically tries to avoid. He does not try to avoid victory. Unfortunately, Milo Mira avoids defeat by kicking out at 2.
And I apologize. I made another mistake. It was not Tyree Taylor who defended the championship against Sasha. It was DJ Powers, and again, he almost lost that match because of Godric.
Yes, Godric not being involved, but he was sent away by Milo Mira. So I don't think we're going to see Godric out here anymore.
Well, after what happened earlier tonight in the Fatal 4-Way, I don't blame him for not wanting to make an appearance. And look at this abdominal stretch by Evil Gain himself, Aaron Rourke.
With some spanking going on there.
That's his style. He gets in their heads.
He does. He uses it as mind games.
Oh, small package attempt. He follows through. He's got the arm. Crossface. Crossface locked in. Aaron Rourke is going to make Milo Mira tap and lose his title by submission.
They want me to be champion. That means it's going to be the only person on all
Uh-oh, wait a second. Milo Mira, he's getting to his feet. And he was able to break the hold. They're getting close to the ropes.
He's got a triangle set up here.
A submission is a dangerous spot when you're near the ropes. But you see, he's maintaining the hold, keeping Milo in the center of the ring as much distance as he can from the ropes. Although Milo Mira's got Aaron Rourke, he's lifting him up. He's trying to break the hold by slamming him back down to the mat. One more time. No, Aaron Rourke breaks the hold. Schoolboy attempt unsuccessful. Here comes another springboard. Forearm delivered.
Offense from Milo Mira making us comeback, and now we got the adrenaline rush from Milo Mira, able to come back from the damage done, but quickly moves out of the way as Aaron Rourke, and now he's taking advantage. Oh my God, using his body as a
classic Aaron Rourke. You got to always watch out. He pulls out those innovative offensive styles. Way back in his youth, he was in gymnastics, and he can do these crazy things. If you don't keep your eye out, he'll pull one of those things out, and it'll really hurt you. Fortunately for Milo Mira, he was able to kick out.
You could see the frustration and slight confusion on the face of Aaron Rourke. He thought he was going to put the New England champion away, but New England champion has had to go through hell and back to get this New England title, having to deal with the likes of Arcturus, the GGC, and overcoming all of that to reunite with his pogo and his lifestyle. Aaron Rourke is going to have to bring the kitchen sink to take out Milo Mira.
Pull Milo Mira in by his feet as it looked like Mira was going to try and throw him off his positioning there at the top rope. But look at this going free! split-legged moonsault unsuccessful.
Trying to follow up was Aaron Rourke, knowing he missed it, but was able to land on his feet. But Milo quickly hitting his pogo neckbreaker.
He's not going for the cover. Maybe that might be a mistake, Julian.
Absolutely, and I'm not sure why he did not go for the cover. That was the point. That was the moment you go for the cover.
He wants to finish him off for certain, I guess, but...
Oh,
what?
Big uppercut in the corner.
What's he gonna do?
Another big uppercut follows. Oh, big enziguri into the corner.
Hold on. Oh, wait a second, Aaron Rourke slipping out. Goes into the ropes. Oh, snap German!
Aaron Rourke looks like he's worse for wear. I don't think he knows where he's at.
No slipping out of that DVD.
Not hooking the leg was the big mistake, and kicking out at 2 is Aaron Rourke. This match continues.
And he was looking for that Death Valley driver for a few minutes, finally nails it. Unable to keep Aaron Rourke down. That's really gonna affect the psyche. He's gonna have to figure out a new game plan from scratch, all before Aaron Rourke collects his, he gets his gatherings together. I don't understand half the time. I should know that by now. I just say things and lucky. Aaron Rourke going up.
Okay.
Elbow to the mid. I used to be a color commentator.
I know.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I know. Oh, wow. Very innovative. 619 knocking Milo Mira off the second rope.
Oh, look at this! That was amazing!
Face buster, followed up with the patented, well-known split-legged moonsault. This might be it. We might have a new champion. Kick out at 2. Milo Mira able to retain his championship still in this fight.
Unbelievable. Out of nowhere with that code breaker off the middle rope, and then follow it up with that aerial assault, but not enough to keep him away. He's going to try and make him tap here or put him to sleep with that cross-face chicken wing.
Very devastating moves, putting pressure on the shoulder as well as the throat. Not able to hook it all the way in. You can see Aaron Rourke fighting to get control of that arm. And now Milo tried to arm drag him out as it worked all week. All week? It worked all match.
Uh-oh. Belly to back suplex attempt. Rourke lands on his feet. Going once again for that cross-face chicken wing. Milo Mira, though, is holding the right arm of Aaron Rourke. He can't fully get the cross-face in. Milo Mira slips out, sends Aaron Rourke off the top, and a Blue Thunder bomb by Milo Mira. And Aaron Rourke still able to kick out. This is a extremely tough title defense so far.
Oh no! Milo known for those aerial attacks, but this one did not pay off. It was a high risk with no reward. Now we got a Kokano roll here, but wait.
Oh no.
Milo using momentum to pull him back right into a
roll through again.
Another roll through.
Jackknife cover attempt, the fourth roll through.
Series of pins here. They have each other's number sitting through.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 7th consecutive pin attempt.
Oh
that
my.
makes it 8. And that 8th time was the charm. Milo Mira slips out with the win.
Here is your winner and still chaotic wrestling New England champion, the man with the P-O-G-O, Milo Mira.
Very impressive bout from Milo Mira, able to retain his Chaotic Wrestling New England Championship against the WWID star, a former Chaotic Wrestling heavyweight champion, Aaron Rourke, who's returning and not getting the result that he wishes he had. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board, but that is another one in the books for Milo Mira.
What a match that was. Back and forth action the entirety of the match, right up to the end. It was Milo Mira, though, who was able to slip away with a victory. Very well done. And we're going to go send it to the ring. Aaron Rourke has a few words.
You know, it's crazy just because I remember when this kid came to Nepal. I had just moved up there, starting my career chaotic, and in comes this kid who looks nothing like this. No tattoos, no long hair, just some average white boy just walking in, wanting to be a wrestler. And, all right, dude, whatever. And then I get to meet him. I get to know him. I get to know that for some reason he's hiding the fact that he's this crazy pogo artist, which is bonkers. I mean, you're so over, my mom sees you on her Facebook. And she goes, do you know him? I was like, yes. And if you ask him, he likes to say that I helped train him. And I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't know how many more of these I have. I mean, we all know what I'm doing right now. We all know what happened to a certain smoke show who used to be here, and now he's on to bigger and better. And so every time I'm in a ring like this, I think this could be one more, two more, maybe this is the last one, but when I look at the landscape of this place and I see the future, I see you. And it makes me so... It just makes me so proud because you work so hard. And now you're champion. You're one of the guys around here. I mean, when I think about the future, I see you. I see someone hardworking, original, dedicated, and the personification of a stupid bitch.
What the hell?
I cannot believe what I just saw.
What's going on right now? Aaron Rourke was just giving Milo Mira his flowers, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, attacked him.
This is not the Valentine's Day bouquet that he was handing to Milo Mira. He was handing up disrespectful black flowers.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Maybe I was on the right. I could sniff it. I could feel something was in the air. Aaron Rourke was different tonight. 2026 is a different year, especially for Aaron Rourke.
Wow, I am flabbergasted.
I was hooked, ladies and gentlemen. I was right there with you. I believed every word that came out of the mouth of that individual walking up the ramp, and he swindled the rest of us. He swindled us all.
We need answers. Wait a minute. He's going back in. Get him out of here! He's locked in that crossface chicken wing!
Milo has no fight in him to try and get this off. Not after that bout, not after that match. These refs need to pry him off.
We need security out here. But they're reason.
The real tear darts.
Come on.
Aaron Rourke.
Absolutely uncalled for after just pulling him in and sucking him in with those kind words.
Reprehensible.
My God, I need an answer.
Evil gay is a whole new meaning.
We need answers. Well, folks, we have a lot more action to come tonight, including our main event. The heavyweight championship is on the line, as is Sidney Bacabella's Hall of Fame wrestling ring.
WWF Hall of Fame wrestling ring.
Not the kind you wrestle in, the kind you put in your finger in.
It is in the possession of Tyree Taylor, and Armani Chaos has 2 items he has to try and fight to get back tonight.
And that's why the title is on the line against Tyree Taylor tonight. But right now, folks, we're going to take a very brief intermission. The heavyweight championship main event and a lot more is coming up after the break. Do not go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bacon's class is in session. So with that, please welcome Mr. Bacon.
I'm already hearing disrespect from the people here in Tewksbury. Do you know Massachusetts, Tewksbury has some of the lowest scoring in standardized testing? Are you aware of this? Kids like you are bringing down the city. Kids like you are bringing down the city. Kid back there on his phone, you are bringing down this city. You see, it's short attention spans like that. It's kids like this wearing a 6'7" shirt. It's stupid kids like the kids back here that are lowering the standards of Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Low score, low score, low score, low score. I look around here and I see a bunch of double-digit test takers. Me, I'm a triple-digit type of guy. It's just failure after failure after failure. And I'm here to change the standard. I'm here to rise the level of learning around here. Because just looking at you, it seems like the level is pretty low.
Cut the music! Okay, all right, I get it. I lose just one measly little title, and now everybody thinks it's okay to be mean to me. I have feelings, okay? And being the resilient, hardworking man that I am resolved to prove my haters wrong. And I thought, what better time to do that than to wrestle Bacon over here?
Whoa! Watch your mouth! It's Mr. Bacon!
That's what I said, Bacon.
Mr. Bacon!
Monsieur Bacon.
Mr. Bacon!
Senor Bacon?
It's Mr. Bacon!
Okay, Bacon Mrs. Bacon, whatever you want me to call you, okay?
You know what? No. This is the disrespect I'm talking about. This is the Tewksbury disrespect that I can't stand. So how about this? I teach you a lesson. I teach all them a lesson. Mr. Bacon versus Calvin here right now.
That's Mr. Dumont to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chaotic Wrestling on Thin Ice. I'm Julian Starr, along with my colleague Pat Matthews, and I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I'm in a whole new world, a different world, because I'm almost certain that I'm hearing people chant for Calvin Dumont. Yeah, Pat, I was just saying, I think it's a little bizarre that the crowd, something I never thought I would hear, are behind the rich boy Calvin Dumont, Mr. Dumont, in this circumstance.
Don't join him in this charade against Mr. Bacon. He takes things seriously as a teacher, as he should. He's an educator of our youth.
He is an educator of our youth, and he's looking to teach everyone in this classroom, being Chaotic Wrestling, a lesson, starting with Calvin Dumont or through Calvin Dumont. I don't think it's necessarily a nice thing to do to insult everyone's test scores here. One of our Chaotic faithfuls is not happy about the way he's pronouncing Tewksbury.
Hold on. You know the amateur wrestling background that Mr. Bacon has. Nothing to take lightly, and watch out. Calvin Dumont with a jawjacker. Looking for an Irish whip there, but Mr. Bacon grabbing the ropes. He has got Calvin Dumont over his shoulder. Calvin slips, goes for a schoolboy pin. Out does Mr. Bacon. Watch out. He tried to go for a splash. Calvin Dumont moves out of the way, and a big knee to the face. Attempt failed.
Able to land on his feet in a very peculiar way was Calvin Dumont, but able to capitalize with a sleeper hold, it looks like, there on the chin or the throat of Mr. Bacon.
And I've never thought I'd see the day where the crowd is nearly fully behind Calvin Dumont, but here we are, 2026, folks.
It's a different year.
Calvin Dumont, former Panoptic champion, of course, losing that title just a month ago to Shannon Levangie in a fantastic match. As I mentioned earlier, that's available online on YouTube. You want to go check that out after the show.
Big knife edge chop from our, I guess, teacher, Mr. Bacon.
And Calvin Dumont being sent to the other corner as Mr. Bacon once again just disgusted with the crowd here in Tewksbury.
Not a fan.
He's just so distracted, apparently, by the mass of uneducated people here. Calvin Dumont at least was trying to fight back, but Mr. Bacon gaining control. A nice suplex there, cover. Only a count of 2.
A one-handed suplex. 0 posting on the hip, just popping his hips and yanking over Calvin Dumont. Very, very impressive.
And now what is he doing? Just choking Calvin Dumont.
I don't know if that's something I would necessarily want to see my teacher doing, is choking another individual.
Well, you obviously didn't go to Catholic school. Just kidding. That was more of a reward thing. It's a good one. Watch out. Stuck in the corner is Calvin Dumont. Again, Mr. Bacon with the right hand. Oh, Calvin Dumont taking advantage of a distracted Mr. Bacon. He keeps trying to taunt the crowd here, and Calvin Dumont saw that maybe he did that one time too many. An elbow stopping the momentum of one Calvin Dumont. Mr. Bacon is on top of things here tonight.
Absolutely.
He's on top of everybody.
Yeah, right. For their test scores, for their contributions to the community. Big elbow drop. Followed up with a chin lock. Teaching everybody who is watching how to wear out your opponent with a deeply applied chin lock.
And Calvin Dumont is in the center of the ring. He's got a little ways to go to reach the ropes. But the crowd is starting to get behind Calvin Dumont once more. Let's go Dumont chant starting, and I think Calvin Dumont might be feeding off that energy here.
This is not the same world I'm living in, that I was living in 2025. Let's go Dumont chant?
I would have thought. Oh! Big splash there from Mr. Bacon. And where's he going? He doesn't go up top very often. Oh, I've seen this before, though.
Oh, my!
And so has Calvin Dumont, a big opportunity. The door just opened for Calvin Dumont to try and shift that momentum for good. Yeah, yes. Crowd still getting behind Dumont.
Absolutely. Missing the splash is Mr. Bacon, and Calvin Dumont right now has just all the time in the world to recover. Big elbow followed up by Calvin Dumont. Now he's coming to the second. Big crossbody.
A huge, you're right, absolutely big. It was huge, and that might do the job. The momentum, I think, has changed here in the favor of Calvin Dumont.
Trying to clothesline.
And once again, I spoke too soon.
Mr. Bacon, but not being able to put him down, and big clothesline.
And now, look at this, Calvin Dumont.
Neck breaker. The kip up? What world is this? Calvin Dumont's the hero right now. And he is putting away the bully of a teacher, Mr. Bacon. I always hated teachers like Mr. Bacon. Just beating on kids for no reason.
Huge power slam from Calvin Dumont. This might do it.
Oof.
No, not enough.
Was close.
LJ Childress right there to confirm that only 2 count. And now, both men are down. Who is going to make it to their feet first? Looks like Calvin Dumont has a huge advantage. Uh-oh. Oh, what a clothesline!
Oh, no! Fighting out of this power bomb is Calvin. Able to land on his feet there. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, right to a neck breaker. Countering that hip toss Look at a reverse DDT set up here. What a maneuver! Oh, man. Kick out at 2.
Out of the hurricane of sorts.
Very reminiscent.
Very reminiscent. The showstopper.
There you go.
That was a leg, I think.
Calvin now just stalking his prey, stalking Mr. Bacon, who is quickly begging off. No timeouts in professional wrestling, sir. You gotta get to your feet. Continue the fight that you started. Now Calvin sees that his opponent has no ability to get up on his feet. So Calvin's going to take advantage, climb to the top rope, and who knows, we don't see him up here too often. Going for something, but landing on his feet quickly. Oh my!
What a spear. And now he's gonna try and hit that suplex. Slam. And that will do it. Mr. Bacon does it again.
Here is your winner, Mr. Bacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned your lesson by the teacher, Mr. Bacon. Address him by proper name and get your test scores up.
Man, oh man.
Calvin Dumont cannot catch a break, losing the Panoptic Championship, then having to go into battle with Mr. Bacon, and then once again picking up the loss. Calvin Dumont has a lot of regrowth to do.
Now, well, Mr. Bacon is on a path of terror since coming back here to Chaotic Wrestling. Where will that take him? We'll have to find out. We're still on the road to Cold Fury. Tonight we have a lot more action to come. Again, our main event, the Heavyweight Championship on the line, as is Sidney Bacabella's Hall of Fame ring. Don't go anywhere, folks. Let's send it back to Rich Palladino.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome my very special guest? He is the Chase that runs the place, Chase Del Monte.
This is one of the answers that I've been looking forward to all night is, what does Chase have in store for us? What announcement must he make? What changes are coming? Everything's up in the air. Fan's not a fan.
We're not doing that. We left that in 2025. We talked about it. You agreed. Yep. You did. We've had one hell of a tag team tournament these past couple shows. We've seen teams like the Miracle Generation qualify, the Vegan Society, and tonight, the Shooter Boys. And the Dark Horse team that you all seem to love, the Breadwinners. But we all notice the one team I didn't mention, and that would be the Unit. Oh, it was such a sad moment when they lost to the Miracle Generation, and when I had to, come out here tonight and do this update, I found a very significant shirt. My old Broken Unit t-shirt. I think you care, big boy. I think you care. very, very much.
We haven't seen the broken unit in a long time.
So that leaves me with 2 semifinal matches, but only 3 teams. So it looks like the Chase that runs the place needs another tag team.
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
I know that music. I haven't heard it in a while. Could it be? It is! 2-time New England champion, multi-time tag team champion, Trigger, the OG, is in the building. He's held the tag team championship with, I believe, 4 different people. So, I mean, we're talking tag team tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trigger the OG!
I think you know where I'm headed here.
I do, I absolutely do.
But that other guy, he's on SmackDown now, and you don't look like a tag team, bro. Sorry, you're just a single guy.
What up, y'all? Now, I'm out here, Chase, because I heard you talking about the tag team gauntlet. And I wanted your answer on the oversight of having said gauntlet and me sitting at home for 5 months, arguably one of the best tag team champions this company has ever had. So I'm asking you here right now, I'm trying to get in that gauntlet.
I mean, he said it. You do need a partner, but the unit's already had their shot, OG, and it's not my fault they didn't call you.
Come on now.
That is a good point. That is a valid point.
And now, unfortunately, since you are still part of the unit, trust me, the unit will never see another tag team title shot.
I mean, he's really against the unit these past few months.
Not entirely sure why.
Why is he rekindling this feud? Why? What?
Well, a lot of this stems from JT Dunn stepping in the ring with Brian Fury, and it probably goes even further back to the chaotic reunion, the 25-year reunion, when JT Dunn put hands on Chase Del Monte, and then for a second time put hands on Chase Del Monte when Brian Fury came to grace us with his presence.
No, you know, absolutely valid point. Here come JT Dunn and Danny Miles. They were in a first-round matchup against their opponents last month in Malden, but lost. Of course, that was, we all know. Never mind. Is this thing on? Hello, is this on? I cut out for a second. Hey, Julian, I think Julian cut out. Guys, can we get this fixed?
Danny, it feels good to be back here in Tewksbury. Or should I say it feels good to be back in unit territory? Chase, I'd love to come back out here and slap you across the face again. More so, I'd love to watch Danny stomp the crap out of you for what you did to my friend Dakota in Malden when you hit him in the back with this steel chair because you're an absolute jackass. But that would be out of place for us, and you're out here running amok, trying to confuse the fans, and I think you forgot your place. Danny, remind him. Now, it's unfortunate that Miracle Generation won't continue on in the tag gauntlet, but why not put Danny and JT back in the place they're supposed to be to continue making history here in chaotic wrestling?
Yeah, you lost. That's on you, big guy.
He's right. We lost. Sometimes that happens. But, I mean, I don't think you have any more students to manipulate in the back to become a tag team. So, I think the unit is your best bet. And, well, OG, we didn't know you were going to be here.
Why don't you shut the hell up? You always talking, JT. You always talking. But you don't have any lines right now. I only want to speak to my tag team partner. The longest reigning tag team champions, Danny. Like I said, 5 months at home. And not one call, not one text, FaceTime, DM. You could have sent a pigeon. Fact of the matter is, I thought me and you one more time can take it. Take the tag team titles. And instead what you did was, you chose him.
OG, I don't know if you got amnesia and you forgot the entire last year, but you were on a singles run of a lifetime. You became New England champion. I thought the OG wanted to show the world what he could do.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, and while you were doing that, we were tag champs. So I thought we were going to go back to the tag division. You were going to continue on in your singles run.
And when that hit did have that single run, I was robbed of the New England Championship. And where were y'all? I'm always there for y'all. I'm always there for your championships. And I've always been there for yours. We are the unit. We were the unit. Y'all never talk to me again.
Yo, OG. All I'm trying to say is, I thought you were going to continue on showing the world how good you are. I thought you wanted to go on to be heavyweight champion like us. I mean, if we're spitting facts, you're the only one in this ring that's never been heavyweight champion.
Oh, come on. You have to go there. Oh, man. Trigger the OG with the cheap shot.
Egos fly in professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, and that's not something you want to do, is challenge somebody's character and their ability in the ring, and that's exactly what Danny Miles did. He hit below the belt. Oh, no!
And a big right hand from Chase Delmonte to JT Dunn. Look at this! Trigger the OG and Chase Delmonte working side by side to take down JT Dunn and Danny Miles here. And now we got the referees coming out to try and break things up.
If anybody knows Chase Delmonte, they know that if you get one over on him, he will get 3, and he will not be satisfied until you are embarrassed and put in your place. And I think this has done it. Aligning with a best friend of the unit and then getting his receipt. JT Dunn slapping back.
Wow. Oh, whoa, he's back in the ring!
Oh, my!
He was just going to hit JT Dunn with that spinning heel kick, but JT ducked out of the way and nailed Danny Miles. And Chase is back in, going for a C2G, cradle to the grave, and then a double underhook by Trigger the OG. Enough's enough.
Maybe this isn't clear enough for people, but Chase Del Monte said he needed another tag team. He wears the shirt of the Broken Unit, and now Chase Del Monte and Trigger the OG working together. Is this the tag team?
I was thinking the same exact thing.
I didn't even realize that.
If I was a betting man, I'd put all my money on it. Well, I'm sure we're gonna get a confirmation from Chase sooner or later. But my goodness, what an attack on the unit.
You can speculate all day, ladies and gentlemen, but we need answers. We need definitive answers from Trigger the OG and Chase Del Monte. Are they forming a tag team? Is the Broken Unit forming once again?
The fact that Trigger the OG and the unit, things got so bad. I'm shocked, but right?
I'm beside myself, honestly.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
Trigger the OG has always been a very devoted individual. He's always been your ride or die, so to speak, for his former heavyweight, or his former champions, the people he's managed. He almost never turns his back on these individuals, and watching him turn his back on some of his closest friends, that being Danny Miles and JT Dunn, it is bizarre. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't believe in Friday the 13th and its bizarro nature,
I'm sold.
I'm completely sold. We had Aaron Rourke tonight, completely changed his demeanor and attitude, and turn on Milo Mira after saying so many great things about him. Now we have Trigger the OG turning on the unit. I mean, is this what the year is going to be like? Is this what 2026 is to bring us?
The unit, JT Dunn and Danny Miles collect themselves. I want to remind everybody that we still have tickets on sale to Cold Fury March 13th, as well as our next show, February 27th in Watertown. Go ahead and get tickets right now at chaoticwrestling.com. But also, March 13th, we're headed to Boston, Massachusetts, the Huntington Theater for Chaotic Wrestling After Dark. A little different. You're going to have to go to the Huntington Theater's website to get those tickets. This is an 18-plus event. But folks, I still can't believe what just happened to Danny Miles and JT Dunn at the hands. I expected it from Chase.
Yeah, absolutely.
But from Trigger the OG?
Yeah, it's
man.
Like I said, it's one of those things that you tell yourself in the world, like, that's never going to happen. This would never happen. You know, you'd never have a loved one or a friend that's just that close to you do anything to hurt you. So this is genuinely a shock.
Well, folks, we have one more match to go tonight. It is our main event, the heavyweight title in Sidney Bacabella's Hall of Fame ring on the line.
I think I crave chaotic. I don't chase the pain when I stay neurotic.
For 25 years, Chaotic Wrestling has been bringing the very best family-friendly professional wrestling to New England. And for 2026, we plan on making it our busiest year ever.
Hi, I'm Chaotic owner Chase Del Monte, and every show I like to sneak out and take a look out into the crowd and watch the young kids that comprise the Chaotic faithful and watch them fall in love with professional wrestling. It reminds me of when I first became a fan. But sometimes I miss my wrestling with a little attitude. Sometimes I just want wrestling to be like it was, to be gritty, when anything could happen, when, let's be honest, things would get a little dirty. And that makes me wonder, what would it be like if we left the kids at home? What would it be like if the Chaotic Wrestling roster got a little bad?
Ooh, so bad.
Join us March 5th in Boston for Chaotic Wrestling like you've never seen it before. Can somebody get the light?
Chaotic After Dark coming to the Huntington Theater in Boston Thursday night, March 5th. Before we get there, 2 weeks from tonight, back in Watertown at the Sons of Italy Hall for Seeing Red, and of course Cold Fury coming up on March 13th. Happy 19th birthday to Carson, wherever you are out there, happy birthday. And Tewksbury, give yourselves a big round of applause. You guys have been a fantastic audience here tonight. I love you more. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event of the evening.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Here comes the big hitter, wig splitter, the big boy from Brooklyn,
the Unchained,
Tyree Taylor. A big night for Tyree Taylor. I don't have to say it, you know it. The heavyweight championship is on the line, and we all saw on social media how he got this opportunity. He threatened Sidney Bacabella and stole his championship ring and said, if you want this back, you're going to give me this match. And that's exactly what Armani Chaos did. He gave him a heavyweight championship opportunity. Tyree Taylor, can he capitalize on that here tonight?
Absolutely, and you could see the intimidation that is in the face of Rich Palladino, because he tried to take out Rich Palladino as well. This is the unchained behavior that I talk about with Tyree Taylor, is easily set off as this individual, and we don't know. It's almost like that chain kept an animal inside him, and now it's unleashed, and he's relentless towards anyone and everyone, and the littlest things will set him off.
Relentless, you say? And here comes our skinny weight champion, the skinny legend, the K-tastic one, Armani Chaos, of course, accompanied to the ring by his manager, Sidney Bacabella, one of the big reasons that Armani Chaos is champion. Nobody has motivated anybody that I've seen in a long time like Sidney Bacabella has motivated Armani Chaos the past several months.
There's a lot at stake in this matchup tonight, as you stated, Pat. Not only is the heavyweight championship going to be on the line, but the access to Sidney Bacabella's Hall of Fame ring.
The access to the ownership.
Ownership.
He gets it back, Julian. I mean, who knows if Sidney Bacabella doesn't get his Hall of Fame ring back, they might repossess it. He was banned from the Hall of Fame. He's a former Hall of Famer.
That is very, very true.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Chaotic Wrestling on Thin Ice main event is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left, from the Crown Heights, weighing in at a live 305, Brooklyn's heavy hitter, Tyree Taylor.
Oh, come on.
Enough.
What's his problem with Rich?
Tyree Taylor. And his opponent to my right is accompanied to the ring by his manager. He is a national treasure, former WWF Hall of Famer, Sidney Bacabella. And he represents from the Upper East Side, so you know he got money. Weighing in at Skinny Legend, he is the current, reigning, and defending Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the K-tastic one, Armani Chaos.
Big match feel here for our main event.
You can see the worry, but also confidence in some way in the eyes of Sidney Bacabella as he's hoping to gain his Hall of Fame ring back. That is his prized possession, something he holds near and dear because, as you stated, he was banned from the Hall of Fame. God knows what reason, but Sidney Bacabella could be anything. Sidney's been in a better light nowadays.
Well, I was just about to say, I think it's time for the WWE, because it's been so long,
Sure, they changed.
It was a WWE at the time. I think they should look into reinstating him.
I agree.
Put him back on the
I
website.
agree.
They've wiped his history completely. They've gone to other websites. I digress. Right now,
I know what you're saying.
Sidney Bacabella, right now, trying to get his ring back, and look at this, Tyree Taylor.
He can't seem to get it off, is what he's saying.
Oh, he's got it off there. Is he going to give it back? Because the match here, it's happened. That was the deal.
That is the deal. The match is here, and he's got it. But wait a minute, is he not giving the ring back? That's what's happening right now. Is Tyree Taylor is holding this ring hostage, and you can see how frustrated and angry Sidney is because this was promised to come back to him, and now Tyree seems to be putting the ring in possession to be held by our ring announcer, Rich Palladino, who's already...
I don't think he wants to get any more on the bad side of Tyree Taylor than he already is.
Yeah, he's already on his bad side, doesn't want to get on a worse side because that can end with utter destruction.
Here we go.
Big lockup.
Collar and elbow tie-up firmly in favor of Tyree Taylor as he backs our skinny weight champion up to the corner.
Not everything is as it seems, but in this case, you can absolutely make the judgment call. Tyree Taylor, much bigger, much stronger than our heavyweight champion, so easily backing him up into the corner. Nothing to take away from our heavyweight champion.
Skinny weight
champion, excuse me, Armani Chaos, because Armani Chaos in fantastic shape, probably the best shape I've ever seen him in. Mortar tried his best to put down our new heavyweight champion, saying that Armani Chaos doesn't do the work, the same work that Mortar does, and that's not true. It's just not true, and you can see it right in front of you, with your very own eyes. You can see it. The work has been done, and that is why he's our heavyweight champion today. You don't want to do that. You don't want to play with those guys' emotions. Armani Chaos telling him right now, you're not champion. I am. And that's putting Tyree Taylor in another whole headspace here.
Trying to go for a waist lock, not such a smart idea when you're going up against a big guy like Tyree Taylor.
Yeah, Tyree Taylor, by the way, I will say this till the day I die, he is not your standard big guy. He is agile, not as agile as Armani Chaos. You saw some impressive movement there.
Again, landing on his feet, ducking the elbow.
Oh my! Oh no!
Wow, Tyree Taylor going up for that pop-up power bomb, but Armani Chaos delivers a drop kick. Another, and then another, that time sending Tyree Taylor to the outside.
Almost went through the roof.
That's why he's our heavyweight champion, but he still has not yet gotten Tyree Taylor down. May have knocked him out of the ring. Now he's going up top. This might be one way to get the big man down.
Oh no! Oh my!
Almost disastrous, but ended up being very successful there as Tyree Taylor fell to the floor from the impact of that huge dive. And again,
oh no!
Chaos was going to try and soar through the air, but I guess it was one time too many. Tyree Taylor is with the right hand.
You could say that was a good right hand because Armani Chaos doesn't get taken out by much, but it was enough to send him on his butt.
Oh no!
But right back up to his feet. Oh, trying to go for a drop toe hold there, but not able to get the back of the knee. That does work, even on the biggest of individuals, but did not get the back of the knee.
I mean, look at the size of those legs, tree stumps.
Oh, there we go, setting him up for what looks to be a tuchus.
Look at this, Armani Chaos finally getting momentum in his favor. He's going up top for that PME.
Oh no. Tyree quickly taking advantage of the high-risk maneuver here, trying to push Armani Chaos off the top rope.
Oh! Sound of that forearm to the back just reverberating throughout the Elks here. And now Tyree Taylor is in the second rope. Very dangerous position for both of these two. Oh! Whoa!
And that's what I was talking about. He's an agile individual. Size does not matter for Tyree Taylor. Size, strength, speed, you name it.
What's he doing?
Oh! Sidewalk slam right onto the turnbuckle, but almost on that metal posting.
Wow, that was, I haven't seen that before.
That's gonna herniate a disc.
Man. Those must hurt.
Now Tyree is going to take the fight to the outside. You cannot win the heavyweight championship via count out, so Tyree Taylor does have to be conscious of the ref's count.
Oh!
Overhand chop to the chest of our champion, Armani Chaos, naturally rolling back into the ring.
Stalking Armani Chaos is Tyree Taylor.
Now we got those newly adapted junkyard dog-like headbutts that he does when he sees you on the ground, which is another scary tactic from Tyree Taylor, because sometimes when you're on the ground, you're thinking, I can recover down here, I can get a breath, and now you're not even safe on the ground. You're not safe on the ground, you're not safe in your feet, you're not safe in the air. Tyree Taylor is...
No one's safe around Tyree Taylor.
It's true. That's the picture we're trying to paint here.
That's Sidney Bacabella, who again has not gotten his Hall of Fame ring back.
He has not once, not even a little bit. Right now, he's just like a racehorse, really betting on Armani Chaos.
Whoa.
Jesus!
Tyree Taylor nearly sent Armani Chaos through the roof on that one.
God.
Cover.
Send him into another stratosphere.
Still Armani Chaos. He's got the will to kick out. And now where's Tyree Taylor going? It looks like Sidney Bacabella is getting a little too close to that Hall of Fame ring.
We saw him sneaking over. Sidney tried his best, his hardest to sneak over and get the one thing that matters most to him, that Hall of Fame ring. And Tyree Taylor put a quick stop to that as he is holding it hostage. For whatever reason, don't know, the agreement was that he'd get the ring, but we got a tope suicida from Armani Chaos to the outside.
Taking advantage of the distraction, Tyree Taylor took his eyes off the prize. Armani with several shots on the outside here to Tyree Taylor.
Very good job.
Now, Sidney Bacabella having a word with the referee. What are they discussing? I think Sidney Bacabella was trying to argue that he deserves his Hall of Fame ring. The match has happened. That was the stipulation. He'd get his ring back. But I don't think Brendan Paul has much control over that. Oh, what a power slam from Tyree Taylor! Oh! And a Shining Wizard cover! Kick out by Armani Chaos. Again, I don't know where he's getting it. This has been a beatdown by Tyree Taylor. And now, the crowd getting behind our champion. Tyree Taylor just walking literally all over Armani Chaos.
Oh, no.
What do you say, Julian?
Threat.
It was a threat.
It was a threat that he's wasting.
You got so much heart.
That he's wasting the valuable time of Tyree Taylor, who is trying all his best, all his might to try and climb the ladder of Chaotic Wrestling to the Heavyweight Championship.
And things aren't looking good for Armani Chaos right now. Lackadaisical cover from Tyree Taylor, not hooking the leg.
Now you can see Tyree Taylor's threatening the referee. Is there anybody that Tyree Taylor can't bully? I mean, I should probably keep my mouth shut because I'll end up over here at some point if he watches this match back.
And now, though, Armani Chaos trying to fight back, but I don't think it's going to happen. That takes a lot of motivated from Sidney Bacabella to try and turn things around.
You can see Armani is trying his best. Oh! Knocking the wind right out of our heavyweight champion, skinny weight champion, Armani Chaos. Just does not seem to be going their way right now. And if I was a sports bettor, I don't know if I'm putting my money. I'm not sure I'm taking the money line for Armani Chaos here. And I'm sure Sidney Bacabella is feeling the same sentiment right now. He's almost feeling like his ring is slipping from his grasp. I mean, he tried to get it. He was supposed to get it at the beginning of this match. Obviously, Tyree Taylor, against his word, kept it. Now, essentially, Armani Chaos is fighting for his heavyweight championship and the ring. Sidney earlier tried to sneak over, get possession of said ring, and just could not get hands on it. Tyree quickly
Look at this! Armani Chaos! Oh, crumbling under the pressure, but for a good 2 or 3 seconds, he had Tyree Taylor up over his shoulders.
Ladies and gentlemen, take note that Tyree Taylor was announced at the live 3:05. And Armani Chaos, even after the beating being applied by Tyree Taylor, was able to hoist Tyree Taylor on his shoulders, even temporarily, means it can be done, just need the right hardware to get it done.
Oh, what a slap to the face of our heavyweight champion.
Get your weight. Get off the nose.
Armani Chaos still trying to fight back as much as he can. It's hard when you're going up against a big boy from Brooklyn.
One arm snapmare there. Oh, Jesus.
Backhand chop to the back of Armani Chaos.
I'm an asshole. I'm gonna knock his head off.
I think he's going to go set up for the Partisan clothesline. Sidney Bacabella once again going for the Hall of Fame ring. I think Sidney Bacabella might be up to something here.
You think it's a... Oh, no.
I mean, Tyree Taylor's going for that Pottersfield clothesline. Obviously, Tyree Taylor's getting upset now. Who's about to finish things off?
I don't know if this is a plan or if Sidney's just realizing that when Tyree's back is turned, he tries to take advantage of getting that ring. And now he's in clear view of both targets. Oh! Eat the crump. Tyree now is completely confused. Now Sidney Bacabella's fired up. Safety in possession of the ring is so close. Oh, big spear into the corner. Armani Chaos trying his best to recover. Coming back again. There you go. Throwing at him. Oh, letting him have it. Throwing as hard as he can. Big spin kick. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh my! That was close. That was impressive.
He nearly midair lifted Tyree Taylor up by the head.
Tyree
slam
Taylor
him down
just
like that.
Spiked into the ground like a lawn dart.
A huge opportunity. Although he wasn't able to get the 2 count, this is still a huge opportunity for Armani Chaos right now to capitalize.
Armani doing his best to measure his opponent. Big spin kick to the stomach, kick to the face. Block spin kick. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, wow! Never seen that move before. That was impressive.
Cover.
Kick out by Armani.
He almost had a new champion on that one.
That was very, very close.
Tyree Taylor realizing he's running out of options.
He absolutely is. He's pulled some even new maneuvers out. Now he's plotting in his head. I can't tell if he's having a conversation with himself or the animal inside him.
I think he's questioning. I did that. I tried that. What do I have left to do? He's trying to run through his arsenal in his head.
Now he's going for, I think he's trying to set up
Brooklyn through powerbomb.
Roll through victory roll here. Not enough. Able to kick out was Tyree. Tried for that discus. Oh my!
What?
Picking him up with ease. Big slam. Oh!
Man! Wow, that was close.
Very, very close.
He went down deep to pull the power and energy to hoist Tyree Taylor up and over his head and slam him down like that. Go for your BME!
Oh, no. Not able to hit that BME. No one in the pool. Oh, no.
And there's the Pottersville clothesline.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've watched any of Tyree Taylor's matches, this might spell for the end of Armani, but Sidney Bacabella getting involved. And I think this was a last-ditch effort. He can't see his ring and his heavyweight championship.
Hey, oh, hold on. Tyree Taylor has got Sidney Bacabella by the throat now. Got him by the hair. Oh!
Wait a minute!
It was a wig!
Are you sure?
It was a wig!
How did he change his hair that quick?
I don't believe it!
That was real hair! Oh my God! Double jump! Yeah!
So here is your winner and still Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the K-tastic one, Armani Chaos!
Did you, ladies and gentlemen, did you just witness what I witnessed? I watched a straight, you've seen clothing change, but I've never seen hair change like that. This was it must have been a Plan Z.
Wow.
Plan H for hair.
My goodness, Sidney Bacabella managing to pull out the assist here tonight for his heavyweight champion. But there's one thing that's still in question. That's the heavyweight, the Hall of Fame ring of Sidney Bacabella's. That's exactly what Tyree Taylor just went to grab. Right now, though, celebration in the ring between Sidney Bacabella and Armani Chaos. Rich Palladino wasn't given the ring back to Tyree Taylor because Armani Chaos got the job done here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, sole owner of Sidney Bacabella's Hall of Fame ring, Sidney Bacabella, and still heavyweight champion Armani Chaos.
Armani able to withstand the power and speed of Tyree Taylor and the intimidation factor that he places on every individual, from referee to ring announcer to Sidney Bacabella manager to his own opponent. And Armani Chaos able to rise above it all and retain his championship and get his manager back his prized possession, the WWF Hall of Fame ring.
Well, as Armani Chaos celebrates his victory here tonight, we want to thank you for tuning in to On Thin Ice. Again, February 27th, we make our way back to Watertown. March 13th, after hours in Boston, Massachusetts. And of course, we have Cold Fury on the way. That's March 13th, excuse me. Anyway, folks, get your tickets now. For Julian Starr, I'm Pat Matthews. Have a great night, everybody.